Yo, it's episode 26. Yeah, fuck you. I'm stealing your thunder. I'm saying all the shit
Damn.
today. Yeah.
Okay.
Episode 26 of wait, what the fuck is this shit called? Between a balls,
Exactly.
a bald rock in the spot.
Now you see why I do it.
Yeah, exactly. It's episode 26 of Between a Rock and a Bald Spot.
True.
Half a year.
I'm rock.
Yeah, exactly. He is a rock. How are we feeling about half a year doing this podcast?
Time to call it quits.
Technically, last week was our half a year mark because we had an episode 0, but y'all didn't see that, so
Exactly. That's neither here nor there. It'll be on the Patreon one day for $100 access.
exactly. Not that good. Well, it probably actually was pretty good, but audio's fucked.
Yeah.
The first couple episodes, audio is fucked. But yeah. Anyways,
Yeah, I think by now you guys are used to shit being fucked.
true. I think. Let me know. I think I fixed the line on the side there. This one, like a line. Maybe you've never even noticed this line, but I always see it and it pisses me off. But there was a line that went all the way from top to bottom. I think it's gone. Fingers crossed. Hope that's not
Fingers
getting
are
signed.
indeed crossed. So let's kick it off with the long walk. I wanted to talk about this because every week we talk about horror stuff because it's just been so mainstream this year.
It's not this quite horror, but I mean, in the same vein, it's Stephen King.
It is not quite horror, but it is like very horror-ish.
Its numbers are horror, maybe.
Yeah, so hence why I wanted to talk about it. So Stephen King is the author of the book that it is based off of. Other than giving that contribution, he had nothing to do with this movie. However, he did make some very off-color comments on social media, and due to the backlash of that, is my assumption, people are kind of boycotting the movie, which really sucks because this was not his first published book, but it was the first story he ever wrote. And it is a phenomenal movie. I've not actually written the book.
Yeah,
I've not
he didn't write
actually
the book.
read the book. But allegedly the movie only changes like a thing or two. So
that's pretty good.
I love the movie. Yeah, I love the movie. So the book I would assume I would love as well. It kind of sucks. So the production budget was 20 mil.
I mean, that's not that much, although
Break even points 50 mil. That is not a lot of money when you look at some of the movies we talked about.
Right.
However, after this weekend, the movie's only collected about 19.2 million worldwide. So,
oof.
Yeah,
Ouch,
not
yikes.
even halfway to the break-even mark. So that is not looking good.
And you said that King had nothing to do with it other than it was his work. Like he wrote the book and then he wasn't involved with the movie at all.
Yeah, as far as I know, unless it was some like very minor
like consulting or something.
consultation. Yeah, exactly. But he's looking pretty rough. He ended up posting a video to kind of like market it, and basically he was like acting as if he's in the long walk, and it was kind of ironic because part of the whole thing is you have to maintain a speed of 3 miles per hour, and I think the speed Stephen King was maintaining was about 0.03 miles per hour. So
3 miles per hour is kind of fast, not gonna lie.
it's a brisk pace, and
I mean, it's not real fast, but like that's a 20-minute mile, you know?
Well, not to mention you can't stop.
Yeah,
when you
and
stop,
you can't stop.
get if you stop, you get like a slap on the wrist. After 3 slaps on the wrist, they fucking kill you. So, like, yeah, it's not that bad, but when you're competing against by the way, it's 50 other people. When you're competing against 50, well, I guess 49 other people. When you're competing against 49 other people, and the last one is the winner, then yeah, 3 miles per hour is pretty crazy. It ends up being like several days long, basically. And so you can't stop to sleep. You can't stop to pee or poop. You have to do that while moving.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And so like you can't just stop and get that slap on the wrist and just sit there. I think they give you 7 seconds, I think is what it was, either 7 or 10 seconds, something like that, to get moving. Otherwise, it is another infraction, and you have to walk a mile, 3 miles, or something to erase one of the infractions. Um, Pretty cool contest. You get a lot of money and one wish. That wish can be anything. Anything that doesn't change the long walk, because it's almost like the Hunger Games, which
Oh, yeah.
I mentioned, because ironically the director was also the director of at least the new Hunger Games movie.
Gotcha.
So it's very funny. I'm assuming you have not seen it, right?
The long walk, no. If I won the long walk, though, I'd probably wish for my legs to be repaired.
Yeah.
Gonna have some bone
The
scars
feet of
after
some
that.
of them was, yeah, dude. It was pretty bad. Some of them had some like very bloody feet. It was crazy. So staying in the same vein of horror movies, or at least the realm of horror.
Fair.
There was this movie I originally saw on Netflix. I don't know if it was a Netflix original, but it is a Canadian found footage horror movie called Grave Encounters. That is getting a remake.
Oh yeah.
Which is interesting. I actually really liked that scary movie. So that was one of those, like, I was bored, I was up late, let me just click this scary movie that I see on Netflix.
Mhm.
And I clicked it, and it actually was really fucking solid. Very creepy, very good premise. Pretty original too.
Oh yeah. That's
at least
good.
at the time. I'm sure, 2025, I'm sure that has been done now probably several times, but at the time that was very original.
It's interesting you say that you liked it, because I'm looking at it on Rotten Tomatoes, and it apparently there's a sequel also, but this particular one, the tomato meter has it at a 63% with 16 reviews, and then the popcorn meter is at 49% with over 5,000 ratings. So lots of people watched it and reviewed it, and it's not amazing apparently. It's a horror movie though, so like those are usually not rated well.
Yeah, like this year being the exception. Yeah, usually horror movies don't get, for sure, critically acclaimed, but also usually like horror movies are hit or miss.
Yeah, I would say being over 50% popcorn meter, I mean that's kind of new, but over 50% popcorn meter for a horror movie it's probably a good chance it's a good movie. The fact that it's sitting at a 49% is like it's almost there. I mean, obviously it was good enough for them to make a remake.
Exactly. Like I said, the concept was super fucking unique.
Yeah.
So Justin Long is set to star as well as produce it.
Okay.
Which he's evidently super into horror, which is cool. So I'm assuming this is getting done basically because of him. I'm assuming he's seen the movie and was like, "Yo, let's redo that."
Well, so he was in Jeepers Creepers. Did you know that?
I did in the first one and a cameo in the second one.
Hell yeah. Anyways, most people probably know him for Barbarian, I think.
I said the first thing that like really stuck with me was Dodgeball.
Well, okay. Yeah, sure.
But not horror, obviously.
But like in terms of horror, probably Barbarian. I actually really liked him.
Accepted.
I've never seen that. I actually really liked him in Live Free or Die Hard. He was like a hacker man's dude.
Was he not Bruce Willis's son? I've like hardly seen those movies. Or like, did he date the daughter or something like that?
Something like that. I don't know. He was hacker man's, and he was the guy who was like counter hacking the actual guy who was like the villain.
Okay. Yeah, because I like vaguely remember him being in one of them.
Not the weakest Die Hard movie, actually. I think 3 might be the worst one.
Which one is that one for?
Yeah, that one's 4. Live Free or Die Hard. I Now that I'm thinking about it, though, I don't remember anything about 3, so maybe that was. And I haven't seen the 5th one. A Good Day to Die Hard. I haven't seen that one because apparently 4 was supposed to be the last one, and then Bruce Willis was like, "Nah, fuck it, I'll do one more." Yeah, Die Hard. Should. Die Hard with a Vengeance. Hold on, what's this one? Let me fucking read about this real quick. Is forced out of suspension to play a game of Simon Says. Yeah, okay, that one was not as good as the other. Well, I'm gonna say the other 3, but I haven't seen the 5th one, so maybe
Yeah.
Looks like they're all
very interesting.
7. Yeah. Oh, Die Hard 1 is an 8.2 on IMDb. Everything else was like a 7.
That's crazy. Probably because the first one's a Christmas movie.
Anyways,
that's why I got rated so high.
Shout out Justin Long.
Yeah. Shout out Justin's horror love being long.
He was in what was that other one? Tusk. I think it was called Tusk.
Oh.
He worked on that. I don't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
That movie was fucking weird. But yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely interested in them remaking it. I think that movie could definitely benefit from a modern touch up. So, and I feel like, I mean, Zach Krieger was the director of Barbarian, so like Justin Long just acted in it, but
yeah,
he obviously is like very passionate about horror. So, whenever something's done with passion, it's always better.
That's true.
Not saying that you could make good stuff without passion, but stuff that is made with passion, it's always so much better.
Exactly. Look at Evil Dead. And exactly. And Bruce Campbell.
I love Bruce Campbell.
Yeah. Shop smart. Shop smart.
Very, very passionate about him. Speaking of being passionate about things, Netflix is in talks of buying Warner Brothers, which is fucking interesting.
That is interesting.
So that's like the new update with it. Paramount has been in talks of buying Warner Brothers, and Paramount wants to buy all of Warner Brothers.
Right.
So like they want fucking assets, games, comics, everything. Netflix's offer was specifically just for a few studios, I think. It wasn't for all of Warner Brothers.
Interesting.
So there's a chance it could end up getting split up and Paramount and Netflix get it.
We had talked about Paramount acquiring Warner Brothers at some point, hadn't we?
I'm pretty sure. Like we touched base on it. Yeah.
So that's an interesting thing, though, that if Netflix got it, because Warner Brothers has some films,
some bangers too.
Yeah. Like
Paramount getting it would be really interesting because that would be like two of the oldest movie companies merging.
True. Like Warner Brothers has some like Batman stuff, Superman. Yeah, I just looked it up. They got the Goonies, they got Pacific Rim. I think they have Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes. Think about like they have a lot of IPs. They have Scooby-Doo. They have
Rag.
Yeah, they've got a lot of cartoons. They did Suicide Squad. Like they've got Joker. They've got lots of IPs. Yeah, I found it, Harry Potter. So they have Harry Potter. They would quickly be able to put a lot of good use to that.
What would be interesting? If Netflix does acquire them, I bet Netflix is going to go back to being like towards the top of the streaming game.
Probably.
Because HBO currently has
for shows at least.
Well they're like partnered with DC to some degree because like movies always go to HBO and stuff like that. Yeah. So like unless Netflix allows that, that means all the DC shit's not going there anymore, and it's gonna end up creating like a Netflix versus Disney type thing because it's gonna be like DC versus Marvel. That's kind of interesting.
Hold on now. The Prime Video is still pretty strong. Not as strong, but they're at least worth mentioning. And who else? I guess Paramount's competing okay, sort of.
Paramount's good for shows.
Yeah.
Not really movies.
Does Universal have a fucking streaming? I don't think they do. Universal is like,
I don't think they do either.
who's? I mean, fuck it. I guess they just sell their shit to whoever wants to buy it.
Maybe we should buy
Licenses.
Universal.
Hey, true. Let's do it. Universal would be the one I'd be looking out for because they've got lots of stuff. They've got like Jurassic Park and shit.
Yeah, that's
And-
true.
I mean, and Indiana Jones. Hell yeah. They used to have Star Wars too, actually. I think.
That's funny. Yeah, that would make sense. Because Lucas
No,
doing.
I don't know. Maybe they didn't have Star Wars.
Yeah, I don't remember who owned it before Disney. I mean, like obviously Lucasfilm, but like, was there not like a? Were they not a subsidiary of something?
Looking it up. Lucasfilm was never a division or subsidiary of Universal, though Lucasfilm's offices were temporarily located on the Universal Studios lot in the mid 1970s.
Maybe they were just really close. I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
Well, then was Star Wars ever part of Universal? I don't think it was.
Star Wars.
No. No horrors in stars.
I'm pretty sure there's a few.
Oh, okay. Anyways,
Yeah.
we can move on.
Moving on.
But yeah.
So Assassin's Creed 4 remake details have started slipping out.
Yeah.
This has not been, so the game, the AC4 remake, has not been hard confirmed, but it has been data mined, alluded to, and it's all but officially confirmed.
Oh yeah.
So some details started coming out, and in typical Ubisoft fashion, if these rumors are true, they somehow found a way to fuck up one of the most beloved Assassin's Creed games.
Perfect.
So, this is the first remake. Like they remastered, and that's very loose, air quotes, the Ezio collection, and they've remastered Assassin's Creed 3. This is going to be a full-on remake, so it is going to be in the new Ubisoft. It's going to be the latest version of Ubisoft's Anvil engine, which they made Mirage and Shadows on.
And they're gonna have loot crates to unlock the sea shanties.
Basically. So they are turning the combat into the RPG formula.
Ugh.
And they are gonna have like leveled gear reflecting the combat.
I was never really a fan of that. It was kind of cool, but not really. I liked Assassin's Creed 2, where like there was stats on your gear, but like you could get the objectively like best gear and just use that all the time, always.
Yeah, that, or if you really wanted to, you could fucking use the weakest gear. Like I was telling you,
Yeah.
and when I was playing through on Switch, I specifically waited until so there's one piece of armor they make you get. So you end up having like 5 little squares of health or whatever, maybe 6. I ended up waiting until I pretty much got Altair's armor to even start buying armor, and the only reason why I bought it was because that improves how much money your villa is earning.
That's the
So I
armor
ended
I
up
was wearing.
buying all the armor.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, no, you can full on play that game with none of the armor upgrades. Same thing with the sword. I never really understood needing like the highest damage sword, because especially if you just fucking like parry,
True.
you're gonna just one hit them anyways.
Well, I mean, I sent you that video I made where I was just running around barehanded and I was disarming the big brute guys and just using their weapons. And then I was running around with a literal hoe, a gardening implement, not a prostitute, a gardening tool. I was running around with a literal hoe killing people because that game was.
Although you can run around with hoes in Assassin's Creed 2.
That is true. Courtesans, I think they're called though.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got to be more politically correct, I guess.
Hell yeah, your fucking Discord's making you walk fast.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know, sometimes when you're saying some stuff, it's like coming through like faster, you know?
Oh.
You're just doing that thing. We need to like change recording night or something because your internet be fucking up lately.
Yeah, it really does.
Yo, is your Woody hat on the floor behind you? Hold on.
It is.
Hell yeah. All right. Do you have anything else to
Does it
say?
feel like it's okay?
I mean, it sounds fine. It's not like it's like it's not a problem. I just thought I'd mention it. Just so it's on the radar.
Yeah, no, I'm not done with Assassin's Creed
okay.
yet. So something else that is rumored to be removed is the modern day storyline, which kind of makes sense because they start setting up something in that game that never gets fucking touched on again. So I'm assuming they're just getting rid of it because that was the first game, so they just killed off, spoilers, sorry,
Desmond.
Desmond.
Rip in peace.
And so you play a first person. Exactly. Yes, Scott and Pache. So you play as like a first person Abstergo employee. So like removing that's completely fine.
Honestly, I don't even remember anything. You're out of the Animus like very seldom in that game. There's like a scene where you ride an elevator, and then there's like a scene where you get up and like walk around the office and like flick a dinosaur thing on someone's desk.
Yeah. And
then like I think that might be the last time you actually get up till like until the end of the game.
Yeah.
So it's like I guess you could just get rid of it altogether.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna hurt anything at all, honestly. So that doesn't bother me. That is evidently upsetting some fans. Whatever. I don't know. I'm more concerned about the combat being changed. One other really cool thing, and this is actually the best change, and no one should get mad at this. So since it's using the newest version of that Anvil engine, there's going to be no loading screens between ship and land, which they had originally strived to achieve this when Assassin's Creed 4 was first coming out. They had said that there would be no loading screens, which was a fucking bold claim in 2013, which they would always like try to hide it. Like Max Payne 3 did this, which also came out, I think that came out like 2011, 2012. It might have been 2013. Either way, a lot of games that were coming out around then would like mask loading screens, so they'd have loading happen during cutscenes. So
yeah,
you wouldn't know, but if you tried skipping the cutscene, it would be unskippable, and that's how you could always tell. If you can't skip the cutscene, that means it's loading.
It's funny though, because like I'm trying to think of what the first game that was really doing that was, and the first one that comes to mind is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater American Wasteland. There were different areas.
Yeah.
There were different areas where you could go in that game, and so this was the first game after Underground 2. And in Underground 2, you would load a map, and then you wouldn't have a loading screen while you're on the map until you went to another map, right? And in Underground, there were no loading screens, but when you went from one area to another area, you would have to go down a really long hallway. So there weren't loading screens, but you had to travel through the loading screen. Sometimes I feel like I would rather just have a loading screen. Like, let me put my controller down and go do something and come back and it's loaded. Then make me play through the load.
Yeah.
But
I agree with that.
Then again, playing things like I played Oblivion originally on a really bad PC in like 2004. And the loading screens could take like 5 minutes.
Fallout was always really bad about that as well.
Dude, Fallout was really bad about that. And especially because like you'd walk out a door and then you'd be like, oh shit, I forgot to grab whatever. And then you have to turn around and go back in. Or, dude, there were some times where I would forget why I went into a place and then I would leave. And while I was in the loading screen for leaving, I would remember why I went in there. And then I had to go back in.
Oh, man.
Or sometimes you click the door by accident and accidentally go out, and now you're in a fucking 5-minute loading screen. Dude, the remastered Oblivion really made me appreciate how good modern technology is, that we don't have to sit in loading screens like that.
That's honestly fair.
That's good though that they're trying to make it. That map's pretty big, but I mean, as long as you set it into chunks, it's manageable.
It is big. They also are not changing the size of it. So that's something else people were wondering, I guess, because like the engine being stronger. I didn't. The map doesn't need to be bigger, honestly.
I wouldn't want a bigger map because that ship is not that fast. I don't know if you ever went and killed the like legendary pirate guy on like the legendary ship, like the final one. That fight is hard, but not only is the fight hard, you have to sail to the fucking corner of the map, and it takes like 10 minutes to get there. It's not fun. And usually by that time you're burnt out on sailing places.
I don't remember if I beat him, but I at least attempted to fight him. And I don't remember if I ever ended up beating him or not.
Yeah, because he's totally optional. You don't have to fight him at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious if the change in combat's gonna ruin that game. I mean, obviously the story's still good. I guess depending on how heavily they lean on it. So my biggest issue with the RPG games is well, I guess Unity might have been the first one that did this. Unity or Syndicate. I think it was Unity. Ever since those, you haven't been able to use the hidden blade as a weapon, which has always felt really lame to me because to be honest with you, I like to do that a lot. It makes combat a little bit harder. And the kills are usually like more brutal and personal.
Yeah.
And like the reaction time for countering is much lower. So it just makes it feel good when you do manage to get a counter.
What is like, I think maybe it was Assassin's Creed 2, but maybe it was the first one. There was like, they were talking about how the blade is too weak to actually use in combat, but like you could still use it in combat. You just like can't block with it. You'd have to like dodge or parry.
It was the first one. So in 2 you could block.
Yeah, and that was like a whole plot point, was that like they made the gauntlet and the blade stronger so that you could actually use it in combat, and then they took it away.
Yeah, and like I didn't get far enough in Valhalla.
Is there even a hidden blade in that game?
Yeah, you wear it like on the fucking top of your wrist.
Oh, it's not hidden.
That's a plot point for that, is because you know you're a Viking and your character fucking says something about like, why would you conceal your blade?
What the fuck is, dude? I like nothing against Vikings, but just like what were they thinking making a Viking? Like the ninjas make sense, the Vikings like just don't. The Greeks don't really either, if I'm being honest, but
it's well. Okay. That wasn't supposed to make sense because it was before the order ever existed. So
yeah, why is it even related? Yeah, it should be called History Creed or something. Fucking
Spartan Warrior.
Yeah, dude. Milking an IP for things that are not related to the IP is like the dumbest shit.
It sucks too, because a lot of people say that's like one of their favorite games, and I can't bring myself to play it off of principle alone.
Yeah, if they could have just called it literally anything, it could have been The Division. Even they'd make it a Tom Clancy, dog. Like it's literally anything other than Assassin's Creed. It could have been Rocket
Tom
League,
Clancy's
dog. Like
original warfare.
Yeah, the fucking dude. I don't know. Yeah, Tom Clancy's Ancient Warfare. They could have totally done that.
Yeah.
It would have made more sense too.
Yeah, fucking have Tom rolling over in his grave.
Yeah, well. That guy shouldn't write such fucking detail. I have a Tom Clancy book right here, actually. It's this one.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! Right there.
Right there. That's the white and the black one right here. That kid. So Daniel said, Danksaroni said that he didn't want to play Metal Gear Solid 3. Because he hated how like autistic and nerdy everyone is about the guns. Where Snake's like, oh yeah, this is 1911 and it's a file down right here and it's like fitted perfectly and the craftsmanship is amazing. You know, all that shit. He said he didn't want to play it because of all that. That's what those conversations are literally just how Tom Clancy novels sound. Like his books would be so much shorter if he wasn't telling you like who made whatever fucking tank and like all the parts on it and like which parts are like whatever and custom fitted and all this shit. And it's like, brother, I don't fucking care. What's the plot? There's a I don't know. There's the beginning of one Tom Clancy book where he was writing about some fucking pirates. I think it was Tom Clancy anyway. And that scene had like no descriptions that were like so detailed, and it was like actually really good. And then I got to the part where he started describing like the actual boats. Is there someone else who writes about boats? Maybe it wasn't Tom Clancy. I don't know. Anyways, hold on. I'm thinking maybe that's a different author.
Well, I mean,
it was a different author. It's Clive Cussler. My bad. I'm sorry, but he's also autistic about boats. But it's about boats, not guns and tanks and shit. Anyways, enough about those kids.
Yeah, enough about boats and autism.
We could have named it Tom Clancy's Odyssey or something. Shit, they could have even called it. I mean, what is it called now? Odyssey? They could have just called it fucking Odyssey, dude. They could have called
it The Odyssey.
Yeah. And then they could have called Valhalla. This is gonna be crazy. They could have just called it Valhalla. They just drop Assassin's Creed altogether, or be like, I don't know, an Assassin's Creed universe, and then subtext. You know?
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
Like you could say, oh, it's in the history of the Assassins, but it's not actually related to the Assassins in any way, and that would have been like fine. Maybe it's like Abstergo is like looking into other like ancient people that are apart from the Templars and the Assassins. Like, I don't fucking know, dude, but just anything other than what they did, really.
Yeah. The gameplay, like in Origins, so I avoided Origins for the longest, and I ended up getting it, I think, for free from Humble Bundle. So not like really for free, but
yeah.
I ended up getting it from Humble Bundle, I'm pretty sure, and finally played it. And it actually wasn't as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. But it still, I don't know, it still lacks that charm. The main character in Origins is still really good. I do like him. And he seemed to be like a pretty big fan favorite as well, from what I've seen online. And it was cool seeing the birthing of the Creed, and like they call them the Hidden Ones.
Yeah,
in that they're not even called like the Assassin's Guild or the Assassin's Order. So I always thought that was kind of cool.
So,
but
and that game I feel like is acceptable. The Valhalla one and like the Odyssey one, like the Greek one, they just don't make sense to me.
Yeah, well, it's kind of funny. Like a lot of games, so like in Assassin's Creed 2, I was really young when I played that. Like I was in middle school, so like it didn't really click for me that there's that scene like where you're in the watchtower with like Machiavelli and Claudia might be there, and like the fucking Mercenaries Guild kid and like Uncle Mario. Everyone's up there, and you're getting inducted into the Assassin's Order. It didn't occur to me that like before that you weren't really like an official assassin. You were kind of just running around in your dad's outfit.
True.
Because that's been a big issue of mine with like the older games. So it's kind of funny. The second game did it technically. You get made into an assassin pretty early in Assassin's Creed 3, but Assassin's Creed 4, you
literally never an assassin.
Yeah, there's a time skip at the end where you are an assassin. But yeah, Assassin's Creed 4, you're not an
just
assassin.
Running around in a costume. I killed an assassin, which, by the way, I don't know how he killed an assassin, but shout out Edward Kenway or whatever the fuck his name is.
That was exactly his name. Yeah, they claim because like you both shipwreck and like you're a pirate. He's just an assassin. Like, fucking whatever. I don't know. It's a little forced. I guess it can make sense, but like it seems a little implausible, but I don't know. You're an assassin in Unity and Syndicate. Yeah, fucking 4, 2,
Odyssey,
Valhalla, Odyssey. You're not actually an assassin. Assassin's Creed Rogue, you're not an assassin either, but that's the whole point. But that would have been the perfect time. They could have branched off right there with that. They could have called it like Templar's Order
Yeah,
or
Templar's
some shit
Creed.
like that. Yeah. And have it be fucking connected still.
Can we get some folks at Activision to help these kids name their fucking games, dude? That way we can have like an Infinite Warfare and an Advanced Warfare and a Modern Warfare and a Black Ops.
1 through 7 in a Black Ops Cold War.
Yeah. That's technically 5, I guess.
True, yeah.
There's not actually a Black Ops 5 for those of you who don't know. It's Black Ops, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, Black Ops Cold War, Black Ops 6, and coming out Black Ops 7.
He's telling the truth, chat. So we reported on this last time they raised the prices, but Xbox is about to raise the price of their consoles yet again.
Very
This
pog
is
of them.
effective October 3rd, so in just a few weeks.
Buy your consoles.
Yeah, literally. The Series S 512 gigabyte is jumping up to $400. Previously it was $380. Xbox. We'll try that again. Xbox.
Xbox record
Series
that.
S. 1 terabyte is jumped up to $449.99. It was previously $429. Series X digital is jumping up to $600. It was $550. Xbox Series X is jumping up to $650. It was $600. And then the Series X 2 terabyte Galaxy Black Special Edition is jumping up to $800. It was previously $730. So shout out. Price is going up twice in 1 year.
Yeah, price go Bert. I have a Series X, just the standard, whatever, one terabyte or whatever the fuck the standard is. And that was on like sale one time for $299, so $300. And I literally saw that and I was like, there's no way it's ever gonna be cheaper than this. And I fucking bought one. And I'm starting to think I should have bought like 7 or 8 of them, because what the fuck, dog?
Yeah, that might have been the best fucking idea you've ever had.
True. Shout out Xbox, my favorite console,
Yeah.
according to Daniel.
Yeah.
I don't play console at all, so it doesn't
It's
fucking
going up
matter.
to $650. That's crazy.
And I paid $300 for it.
Like 5 years ago, too. 4 years ago.
Shout out Robot. Yeah, true. It was a while ago.
Yeah, you got it like when it fucking came out. Like shortly after, but
yeah, something like that. I am not a fan of this new thing where it used to be you would buy a console or you would wait to buy a console because the price is going to go down. But these days, if you wait to buy a console, the price goes up. We've seen
Yeah.
we saw the Switch go up. We've seen the Xbox go up. Has PlayStation gone up yet?
yes.
Also, was it the original Switch or the Switch 2 that went up? I already forgot.
The original Switch. The Switch 2 specifically did not yet.
Okay. That's so fucking weird. Anyways, point is, I guess, get your foot in the door earlier than later these days, because the prices are going to go up. Although the value of the dollar might be going down, but I'm not sure what the math on, I'm not sure what the math comes out to.
Yes. Yeah. There was a $50 increase because GameStop is doing that special where if you trade in your console, you save $50.
Okay. Oh, there you go.
So, yeah. Now the question is everyone going to raise their prices twice in 1 year like Microsoft? I don't know. We shall see. Be kind of interesting.
Yeah. Maybe they're just trying to put GameStop back in business. Maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe Microsoft is like, yo, we can save GameStop if we just generate business for them. And what's the best way to generate business? It's to make our shit too expensive so that GameStop can sell it cheaper.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
Yo, it's actually Bill Gates is the fucking last bag holder. Fucking GameStonk, dude. He's the only one.
Make that into a movie.
Dude, could you imagine he's got like $8 billion in GameStonk?
I can see it.
I don't even think there's that much money in GameStonk, but anyways.
Let's hope not. God, that is upsetting if so.
If there was, I'd fucking probably sell all my shares. I don't think I even own any anymore,
True.
I'd
Hopefully
definitely
not.
sell.
So Konami sent out a remake survey. It is asking participants to rate which game they would like to see remade next.
Knock yourself up.
And I just want to list off some of the games because I'm a little excited at two of the entries.
All right,
So
let's go.
Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 are on the list. So that's exciting. I really hope at some point they end up remaking those.
There's no
I almost
there's
feel
no
like-
dialogue. It's you have to read it.
Yeah.
I hate reading. Fuck
Hence
that shit.
the remake.
With voice acting, sure.
Exactly. How hard could it be? Just get a fucking Kiefer Sutherland.
Kiefer, I mean, for Big Boss, sure, but you'd still need David Hayter for Snake.
I really hope they do that. So Metal Gear Solid 1 through 5 was also included. Meaning Ground Zeroes, Peace Walker, no Portable Ops, Rising Revengeance, and Survive are not on that list.
Oh, thank God.
But Ground Zeroes and 5 being on that list is unnecessary. I just replayed through 5 like a year ago.
Yeah. Was it even a year
And-
ago? I guess it was.
Yeah, it
Close
was
to
something
it.
like that.
Yeah.
Because I played through them in order, so it was a year and a half ago that I played through 3. So I feel like a year ago for 5 makes sense. Somewhere between a year and a half. Either way, 5 does not need a fucking remake, dude.
No.
The graphics in that are still absolutely absurd. 3 definitely benefited from it, and any of the other games would benefit from it. 4 getting remake would be good just because we're gonna have 4 on something other than the PS3.
Right.
So
It's 4 for sure.
I think in terms of like what game I hope does get it, Metal Gear 1 and 2 and then Metal Gear Solid 4 are like kind of equally tied because I want to play 4 because that's the only major one I haven't played.
Heck yeah.
And then I think being able to play Metal Gear 1 and 2 would be really fucking cool. Especially having like the whole story in 3D. I think that'd be cool.
What other games were on the list, or was it just Metal Gears?
So it's Metal Gear 1 and 2, Metal Gear Solid 1 through 5, Ground Zeroes, Peace Walker. I think that was it.
Damn. Shout out, no Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Shame.
Yeah, the famous Metal Gear Solid game.
I thought it was just Konami games, Konami titles.
No. It
Oh,
was
okay,
specifically
okay.
for Metal Gear. Which Metal Gear game should they remake next? Basically,
4, definitely 4. No Portable Ops. So I feel like Portable Ops is like a spin. It's treated as a spin-off, but it's canon. But it's not canon, but it is.
Yeah, it's not canon, but it touches the canon a little bit, but it fucks with the canon, and I think that's why they just ended up making it not canon.
Well, Peace Walker is
Peace
like
Walker
a
is-
redo / sequel. So it's like, think of Portable Ops as like Evil Dead, and Peace Walker is Evil Dead 2.
Okay,
Yeah. And then
so some of what happens in Portable Ops happens in Peace Walker.
the fucking FUPA or whatever is the same. Or whatever.
Hell yeah.
It's not like the same, but like there's some overlap. It's like right after MGS 3 also, both of them are. I think so. I think it's, I don't know, it's like I said, it's like a redo also sequel. So it's like both of those things.
Oh, that's kind of funny. So evidently Big Boss, it's optional, but you can recruit Rykov in Portable Ops. That's kind of interesting.
Get him some.
So Hideo did not direct it, which is probably like the reason why a lot of people say it's not canon.
Yeah.
But it does establish some things that kind of are canonical. So
True.
it's in a really weird gray area.
Well, and so I think you run into I actually think in Portable Ops you run into Liquid. But now I'm
Would
thinking
that
about
even
it.
make sense?
Yeah, because he would have been alive, but he would have been like a baby or something. Um,
Yeah, he would have literally had to be a baby because Portable Ops takes place. Where is that on the fucking timeline? Because he's a small child in 5.
it's like 5 years before 5, probably. So like the whole mother base thing.
It would have to be longer than that because there's a 10-year time skip in 5 because of the coma. It's like 8 years or something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops is 1970.
Okay, so maybe it's not Liquid. Maybe it's like a Liquid prototype or something. It's not like an actual clone, but they're like whatever. I don't know. It's like a precursor to how they make the clones.
It could be Gray Fox, couldn't it?
Yeah, actually it could be. Is that what it says it is?
I don't know. I'm just thinking of who it could be.
It could be
Gray
Gray Fox.
Fox could make sense.
Well, especially because that guy uses like a machete thing. Although Liquid also uses a machete, so I don't fucking know.
Year.
And Gray Fox uses a sword or whatever. I don't know. It's like it's there. You have to play it. It's been a while since I played it too, so I might be misremembering some things. Because I feel like there was a mother base in that also. I mean, there had to be a mother base because you could recruit people. So
Yeah.
but I think they like Peace Walker is like when they do the mother base for the first time in canon. So that's why it's like a sequel, but also like a redo.
Kind of funny. Evidently, like all of the like specifically mainline games you play as Big Boss, it's a 10-year time skip every time. So Metal Gear Solid 3 is 1964. Peace Walker is 1974, and then Phantom Pain is 84.
It's interesting. And Phantom Pain,
Very interesting.
the thing about Phantom Pain that's interesting is that it takes place like right before Metal Gear 1.
Yes. So that's another reason why I think Metal Gear 1 and 2 getting remade would be really cool, because that ending cutscene, Mother Base is being attacked and everyone's kind of, so like the camera's like spinning around. It's when Venom finds out that he is
Not Big Boss.
he's not Big Boss. And so, which is also kind of crazy to think about, that like he would find that out right before he fucking dies. But so like the camera's like spinning around, like him looking at himself in the mirror, and evidently at one of the points, like when the camera's panning around, you see an Outer Haven logo. So you see the Outer Haven logo and it's being attacked. Oh, also the name of the cassette is the name of that mission, or the name, it's like something with an N. It's like N13. It's something like that. I don't know. It was a direct reference to Metal Gear 1. So
Perfect.
It's like all but literally confirmed that at that little end cutscene is literally right before Solid Snake attacks Outer Heaven.
It still doesn't make sense though, because he would also be the same age as Liquid, because they're twins.
That's another time skip though.
True. So what year is that? Like 94? Big Shell Incident
92.
Yeah, Big Shell Incident's 98, so that means MGS 1 is 95. So yeah, I guess 92 sounds right. Let's look it up.
Metal Gear 1 takes place in 1995.
Oh, it's 1995. Okay.
What that says. Metal Gear 2 is 99, and the Metal Gear Solid's 2005.
Okay, maybe that was the year it came out, is what I was thinking of. Okay, so Metal Gear is 95, Metal Gear 2, Solid Snake is 99. Metal Gear Solid is 2005. Okay. And then Metal Gear Solid 2. So the Big Shell Incident was 2008? I don't fucking know, dude.
But yeah, very interesting. So I don't know. I'm hoping for 4. I think in terms of like how I would want it, Metal Gear Solid 4, Metal Gear 1 and 2, and you'd probably have to, unless they add lots of new content, they would probably have to be, you'd probably have to bundle Metal Gear 1 and 2 together. And
Yeah.
it'd be served as like one game. But Metal Gear Solid 4, Metal Gear 1 and 2, and then Peace Walker, because Peace Walker was like probably my favorite game. That and 3, I don't know. 3 is still really, really good. Peace Walker is good because it like continues some stuff, and if they like took out the very like mobile game aspect of it, it would like be fucking perfect.
Peace Walker's got some problematic things in it though that I'm not sure would be handled well by today's society.
Certainly, it couldn't be any worse than shoving a bomb in a fucking vagina.
Wait, which one's that?
Ground Zeroes, technically.
I think they
Ground Zeroes /5.
I think they like cut her open and put it in there and sewed her shut, but maybe it was like that. There's some weird things like, anyways, moving on.
Crumble review and then free games.
Oh, you don't want to talk about the other thing?
Oh no, I ended up taking that off.
Oh, okay. Adios, that other thing. Y'all don't get to know what it was.
Yep.
Too bad, so sad. Maybe you can get it on Patreon.
Exactly. Subscribe to the Patreon for $100 a fucking week.
You don't have a
You get
Patreon
access to
yet.
it.
Don't get any ideas. I know you just thought about making a Patreon and pretending to be us. Don't do that.
Exactly.
Maybe we should just make one just in case.
So, oh, you know what?
What?
Hold on. That other thing. Yeah, I did skip that. My bad. Skate reception.
Oh, okay. Just kidding. We're going back to that.
Well, I took off in the other screenshot.
I saw you took that off. I wasn't even talking about that.
Yeah, I'm glad I went back to look. Yeah, let's talk about Skate and how fucking scuffed it is. How
It's not-
chopped.
Well, so Skate came out. Very cool. Skate period. It's the fourth Skate.
How long have people been asking for it, Rock?
I don't fucking know, since the last one came out. The Skate 3, highly critically acclaimed, beloved skate video game. This one is in early access. To be fair, it's in early access. People got some criticisms of it though. It looks really so I'm not sure. I think it's an Unreal Engine 5. Don't quote me on that. But it kind of seems like really early. Oh, my bad. It's in the Frostbite engine. So just kidding. It's not an Unreal Engine 5. So Frostbite, unfortunately, is kind of old. I think Battlefield 4 was the first game in Frostbite.
No, I think 3 was.
No, actually, it was Bad Company. There you go. Bad Company was the first game on the Frostbite engine. There have been some spectacular games on that engine, but it is quite old. This game, so I think all skates must have come out on that engine.
Maybe.
It's basically like they just ported the game over and like put it into a new thing, but it doesn't look as good, and I mean, it plays fine. I think the actual gameplay is fine, but it's very like, it's a free to play game, and it's EA, so you know EA had to fucking copy all the most like toxic and fucking like money pandering fucking techniques they could from any other mobile games that they've ever looked at. Mobile games specifically, because they're doing like the free shit. So the first criticism, there's fucking loot crates. However, I don't think you can buy the loot crates with real money. Maybe you can.
Yet, I bet that's gonna end up coming.
Yeah,
though.
maybe you can. I didn't actually look at it thoroughly enough, but I don't think you can buy the loot crates with actual money. You have to earn the in-game currency and then open the loot crate, and then there's dupe protection. So like that's kind of like that's definitely a play our game, and then it makes you invest more time because instead of like doing a mission and unlocking a reward, you unlock a chance at a reward, and maybe the reward you want is like the 8th item that you end up getting. But if it was just on a mission, you go do the mission and then you have it. There is an item shop like Fortnite, and they have some sort of ridiculous prices. Some people are really critical about the fact that a pair of shoes in the item shop is like $7. However, I would just like to temper everyone by saying that a pair of shoes in Fortnite is generally $10.
Fortnite?
So it's actually cheaper to buy shoes in Skate than it is to buy shoes in Fortnite. Granted, there are some $5 options. Yeah, exactly. There are some $5 options in Fortnite, but there's also some more that are like more expensive. I don't know how you all feel about that, but I don't really want to be buying digital shoes for a character to wear. If you're gonna give me customization options, like just let me have all the stuff in game through in-game accomplishments, you know. But
exactly,
for the most part, cosmetics don't look good. Granted, like I said, it's early access, so allegedly they'll make it better, but who knows? How what is the reception? What's the word on the street about this?
I mean, it's not looking good at all.
Perfect.
If you look at the reviews, like fucking anywhere, like Steam's reviews are pretty fucking low. And it's just kind of crazy to think about too, because like Skate 3 came out in like 2010. So people have been asking for a new Skate pretty much since that came out.
Exactly.
So you're talking like 14 years of people wanting a new Skate, and then it finally comes out and like this is what you get.
I will say one thing, well, this is like a lot of little things, but they added a lot of customization to how you play the game, which I kind of like have to give them kudos for this, because there's an FOV slider, and it's even on console, which usually they're not. You can change where the camera is located behind your skater, so you can make it higher up or lower down, and then you can change how offset it is, and if it's offset to the right or to the left, or if it's centered and all that. And so that's kind of nice. Quavo? Exactly. It's not Takeoff though, because he took off. Rest in peace. Dude, that just like derailed everything. No pun intended. We're getting back to the grind. Okay, enough skate puns. Dude, this guy's gonna fucking throw a conniption.
I hate it here.
There's a lot of other options too. Like you can toggle like how much assistance it gives you in like grinds or balancing, or like what kind of tricks you can do. So like if you only want to do like clean flips or like no late flips or that sort of stuff, you can turn those off. And so you can turn off a lot of settings and toggle a lot of things so that it plays more the way you want it to play. And so in that regard, that's pretty cool. And it's not even like complicated and convoluted and fucking stupid like Battlefield, where when you adjust one setting, it adjusts not what you think it adjusts, because they're all named and they have descriptions for the most part. And the settings are easy to find. It's not like Battlefield where there's like player aim, player soldier sensitivity, player soldier aim. Like it's just like, do you want it to do late flips? Yes or no?
I will say the game being free to play is interesting. Probably for the best. I imagine the reception it would get if this was a paid game.
Yeah. Well, and so one of the things people really wanted on Skate 3 was like seeing other players, like more players. And the last skateboarding game to really do something like that was Tony Hawk's Proving Ground, where you could actually play online and see other players that were playing at the same time. But it was kind of jank and not great to do that. But in Skate, the new one that just came out, it's basically an MMO, and you can see other players like basically everywhere. There's instanced missions, And
That's cool.
you can even you have like a augmented reality assistant person, and she can even turn off other players in the game, which is just a setting basically, but she can make it so you don't see other players at all. As far as I can tell, you can't really interact with other players, and there's no like voice chat or anything, so like there's that.
There's no slurring.
Yeah, basically no slurring. But I followed a player around the other day, and I just like followed him around and was watching what he was doing, so that was kind of cool. But it would have been cooler if
also kind of creepy.
Yeah, it would have been cooler if I could have just followed him around and be like, "Oh, dude, you suck. Oh, you missed that jump." But you know, it's whatever.
Yeah. So it's sitting at mixed reviews on Steam with 17,581 reviews.
That's a good chunk. Be mixed.
It is a good chunk. Yeah, so
But mixed is better
reception's
than
not too
negative.
good. That's true.
Mixed is better
There's
than
some good,
negative.
some negative. Yeah, that's true. It could always be worse. You ready for Crumble?
Yeah. Before I say that, that is also a criticism though. Was that I mean, before we move on, let me say this. That's what I was trying to say. The always online thing is also a criticism because it's always online. You can't play it offline. And then there's always the thing when they shut servers down, you lose everything.
Yeah,
So
true.
that
All
is
those
a
half
criticism. Anyways, Crumble.
Crumble Bumble.
Hell yeah.
my
Start off
Dumble.
strong with Save the Date Crumble. Get a 6-pack for the price of a 4-pack this Wednesday only. It is Crumble's birthday.
Happy birthday, Crumble.
Or something like that. I didn't actually read it. Something like that. Did they actually say why? Maybe it's just a deal. Who fucking knows?
Yeah, I think it's for their birthday or something.
Hell yeah. You get birthday Crumble cookies for Crumble. Only on Wednesday. Also, hashtag not an ad. We're going to go over the flavors. We have the milk chocolate chip, which I still haven't tried since we've been trying to try the milk chocolate chip. I'll get the chocolate chunk and the sea salt one. I don't like that one, so I need to try this one.
That's true. You didn't even try it.
Huge throwback to one of the original always in stock cookies, the original pink sugar cookie.
It's the cookie that got them on the map.
What a wild card. I like this cookie. It's very simple. There's not anything crumbled on it. There's no sprinkles. God, I hate sprinkles. I hate sprinkles like Ninja Man hates Will Poulter, if I'm being honest.
I actually don't mind him. He's not a bad actor. I'm just tired of seeing him in everything.
He's not in everything. He's in like
He is.
He's in Civil War and Prince Caspian.
Yeah, and the bear.
I haven't seen that.
All right.
The
Doesn't mean
original,
he's not in it.
You know, true. This cookie is actually like superb. I might go get 6 of these. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, I might go get 6 of these. I probably won't. I'll probably get 1.
I actually have not cared for it the 1 or 2 times I've had it before. I'm gonna get it again, and I'll eat one with you. We'll fucking cheer. We'll fucking cheer our cookies
Perfect.
together, and then I'll throw it up.
So hell yeah. My thing is, this cookie is like not anything exciting. It's just like a good cookie, which is probably why it was a good staple. I don't know why they got rid of it, but whatever. They've made worse choices. Confetti cake. It's everyone's favorite. Not a cookie, and it has fucking sprinkles on it.
I'm gonna get that. I would not be getting that Oreo cookie though. Their
The
Oreo
birthday
cookies kind of
cake-
suck.
Hell yeah, shout out Oreo birthday cake cookie. I think these kids cannot go 2 weeks without having a fucking Oreo collab. I get it. Oreo makes cookies, but like there are other cookies out there, my guy. Maybe Oreo is like really popular with Mormons. I don't know the like intricacies and interworkings of why Oreo has so many collaborations with them.
That is a good question. Let's find out.
But the fucking this cookie is, what makes it a birthday cake cookie other than they put fucking sprinkles on it? Like I don't know. That shit looks whack. And then they have the hazelnut sea salt cookie, which might actually be kind of sick. Not gonna lie. I might get one of these too, actually.
You should.
They'll probably fuck the salt up at my Crumble because they just always fuck that up. But you know, this looks like it's just it says a browned butter cookie, which, you know, everyone likes a butter cookie, and they just drizzle Nutella on it. That sounds pretty sick.
It does sound pretty sick. I'm also gonna get one of those. I'm likely gonna get the hazelnut sea salt, a confetti cake, an original pink sugar cookie, a chocolate chip because fucking might as well, and then I might actually get one of our fucking secret cookies. Oh
yeah,
for this week because we have the red velvet. How is the secret menu working? Can you get the secret menu cookies every day?
Depends on the store. Some stores have different secret cookies every day of the week. Some have a secret cookie only available at the beginning of the week. Some have it only available towards the end of the week. Some of it have it half of the week, and then the second half is a different cookie. You got to figure out what store and see what. And the other thing is some of them have secret cookies the whole week. So like, it's just like you got to click on your store, and it'll tell you. So like, I'm looking at one of the stores in my city, and it has a cake batter blondie cookie and a galaxy brownie cookie, and both of them are all week. And then the other store has original M&M's cookie and strawberry cupcake cookie all week. But I know I've looked at some stores and it was like a different cookie every day. Generally you want to look for the ones that have like more numbers. Generally it's like 2. They have 1 or 2 secret cookies. Sometimes you'll see a number that's like 4 or something. Oh yeah, here's one that says 3. So this one says oatmeal raisin cookie and cornbread cookie. This is in Vestavia Hills in Alabama. Okay, they've got an oatmeal raisin cookie and cornbread cookie all week, and they're testing a key lime blackberry pie cookie, which, if I remember correctly, was one of the Freakier Friday cookies.
So a few days ago, someone on the Crumble Cookies subreddit posted a bunch of like rumors about secret menu. One of the rumors is that all stores within a 50-mile radius cannot sell the same mystery item. And I'll have you know, because I made a comment about this a couple weeks ago, I was wondering if these 2 stores in my state are like connected somehow because they're always doing the same cookie. They're within 50 miles of each other as well. But yet again, this is at least the second week in a row that I've looked. But these 2 stores are doing the exact same 2 secret menu cookies. It's like, I feel like they got to be fucking franchised together, you know? Like, I feel like it's got to be the same owner. Or like they know each other, like they talk. But they're within that 50-mile radius, so that's interesting. Because one's 17 miles away, one's 63 miles away.
Hell yeah.
So I don't think that rumor's true. But anyways, yeah, red velvet. So if I can get that Monday, which works out, so I'll be at my store where I work, and we're right beside a Crumble. So I'll fucking get Crumble when I leave from work.
Yo, this one actually sounds kind of sick. This one in Bridgeport, West Virginia, is going to have a pumpkin brownie cookie and then a fried ice cream cookie.
Holy shit, I do see that on the map. I've never seen either of those cookies, by the way.
Me either, but they both sound pretty sick. Oh, are we going to talk about the fucking fact that they are doing pies? Meat pies?
They did last year. Oh, that pie. Fuck, I meant to talk about that. Yeah. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Yeah. They're fucking testing meat pies, bro.
Meat pies.
Yeah, fucking meat pies, like you're fucking Sweeney Todd, the butcher of fucking Barber Street or whatever the fuck.
Not that crazy, but it's like, you know, you get a what is it even called? Shepherd's pie? There you go. Thank you. You can go get a damn shepherd's pie. Nah, dude, there's a location here in Fremont and a location here in San Jose, and these are not 50 miles apart, and they both have the red velvet chocolate chip.
Oh, interesting.
Or white chocolate chip.
What's the other cookie they're doing together?
One of them's doing the classic oatmeal, actually, and the other one's doing a cinnamon roll cookie.
That's interesting because my 2 are oatmeal raisin cookie and red velvet white chip.
Yeah, that's why I said that actually.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if these savory pies end up coming out, I'll definitely try one. Not many of them look good to me. I know you'll probably like it because you're not a picky little bitch like I am.
Exactly.
Barbecue mac sounds good. Pizza sounds good. I can't tell what that is in this fucking picture, but ham and cheesy potato. I see some green shit. I don't know what the fuck the green shit would be, but no thank you.
Peas, probably.
Bacon and egg. That might be good. Chicken pot pie. I do like chicken pot pies. Those are my 3 favorite things. So why not?
Chicken pot and pies?
Yeah, boy. Each hand pie is $4.49 and comes in packs of 1, 4, 6, and 12, just like the cookies.
My thing about that is, can you order like a 4-pack and get pies and cookies at the same time?
I don't know why not. However, they might box them separate.
That's fair. So my thing about the pies is, if you're not there right when your shit is ready, it's going to be sitting there. And I'm sure they're going to have heat lamps or something, or they'll put them in their little oven thingy that they put the trays
they'll
on.
do the same thing as the cookie, I'm sure.
But I don't know if you're holding a cookie to the same temperature as a meat pie. And the other thing is like,
I doubt it.
My Crumble sucks, dog. Are they going to be making pies better? Like,
these have meats and proteins in them, and you have to hold those at a certain temp.
Yeah, it's just testing. They might have to redo their stores or whatever. I don't know, but things to consider.
Well, they're definitely. I mean, they're fucking with the dirty sodas. They have to update their facilities. Like, they have to put in fucking drink machines. So I was wondering, are they even able, at least bake wise? Yeah, probably. Like, they can just use the same fucking ovens.
Yeah,
but yeah,
sure.
to hot hold, they'll probably have to get some sort of new machinery. Which is really funny because like everyone was saying, oh yeah, Crumble's gonna die out, and this is now the second new machinery. Well, and we're just assuming that this is gonna require a new machine, but I don't know how it wouldn't. But let's just, for sake of argument, say that it is. So that's the second new machinery thing that they're introducing that they're gonna have to add to their stores. Which it could be a Hail Mary to get them out of a fucking pinch, but I don't know.
It's one of these things that I wonder if they're going to run into a space issue like GameStop. If these things start going like into a broader market, if they start doing like the pies and dirty sodas and cookies at all locations, like I'm thinking about like my Crumbles are kind of small. They can't fit much more in there at all.
Same
they're
here.
gonna have to either move retail space or they'll open like a new store and it'll be the Crumble plus whatever. I just found 2 others, by the way. There's one here in Hanford, California, and they've got a birthday cake cookie, and then just a short drive down the road in Visalia, California. This does not look like it's 50 miles. Also has birthday cake cookie. However, their second cookies are different from each other. One has a cake batter blondie cookie and one has an iced oatmeal cookie.
Hell yeah.
I don't know, dude. It might be close to 50 miles, but that's like a weird thing. Here's one in Santa Barbara, which has red velvet and iced oatmeal cookie. And then there's one over here in Ventura, which has red velvet, white chip, and a cinnamon roll cookie. So it looks like the combinations. I wonder if they, instead of it being you can't have the same cookie within 50 miles of each other, I'm going to say that instead of that, it's they give you a list of which pair of cookies you can have. Or maybe you have a column A and a column B, although I'm seeing a lot of the same for both. At least the ones that have 2 cookies. I wonder if they don't give you a list of cookies and then you just pick the like bracket that you want for your store.
It could be that.
Here's one who's got 3 cookies and it says oatmeal. This is in Moreno Valley, California. Okay. They have 4 secret menu cookies. They have an oatmeal chocolate chip cookie. It's not raisins, it's chocolate chips. They have a caramel shortbread cookie. Okay. Those are both this week. So it just says this week. And then Monday through Saturday, which I don't know why they're denoting it as Monday through Saturday, because that's their regular business hours. But it does say Monday through Saturday. They're doing a Dubai chocolate brownie. And they're testing the key lime blackberry pie.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so it says this week, oatmeal chocolate chip. This week, caramel shortbread cookie. Monday through Saturday, Dubai chocolate brownie. I don't know why it's that way, the way that it is, but that's the way that it is.
You know, the savory pies are gonna pair well with the dirty soda, I think, because a lot of people were saying,
Probably.
like, who the fuck's gonna go to get a cookie and get a dirty soda as well?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I found another one. This is in Oceanside, California. Hell yeah. I've been to Oceanside 3 times. That place is sick. They have the triple chocolate chip cookie this week, spiced apple white chip cookie this week. I've never even seen that one before. And then they have the oatmeal chocolate chip cookie Monday. That's it. Monday.
Monday.
Yeah. Then there's another store down here in San Diego. They've got the cannoli cookie all week, the brown sugar cinnamon cookie on Monday and Tuesday, and then the birthday cake cookie Wednesday through Sunday. So I guess it just depends on your specific location, what you're gonna get. Some locations only have 1 secret cookie, some have 2, some have 4 apparently. Dude, what is the secret menu pie gonna be? Is it just like a fucking who knows what?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not doing secret menu for that yet, obviously, because it's in testing, but I would like to see the pies go at least expand to a broader market. It'd be nice. It would be nice and interesting maybe to have some sort of warm savory treats.
Yeah, they just gotta do a combo for fucking, I don't know, $9, $10, where you get a fucking pie, a cookie, and a fucking dirty
soda. Exactly. That's their meal, dude. They might.
The Crumble meal deal.
Yeah.
Let's go over free games and then fucking Rapper.
Rapper? I hardly know her.
Exactly. You are well acquainted with her, actually.
Oh, shit.
So free games this week from September 18th through the 25th. You have Project Winter and Samarost 2. And then from the 25th through October 2nd, you have Eastern Exorcist and Jarrell's Brother and the Most Important Game of the Galaxy, which that's giving like fucking Scott Pilgrim fucking energy. Not like gameplay wise, like title wise, or like the vibe that the title gives.
What's the first game?
Eastern Exorcist.
And what's the second game?
Jarrell's Brother and the Most Important Game of the Galaxy.
Okay, because when you said those, I couldn't tell where the games were starting and ending. I thought it was Eastern Exorcist, Jarrell's Brother, and then the Most Important Game of the Galaxy.
That's fair.
But apparently that's not how they were divided.
No.
What a title. That's like one of those light novels about reincarnation.
It is. It sounds interesting. I mean, I'm gonna add them to my list. Probably never gonna play either one of them though.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah,
then,
much.
Then in like a year or two, someone's like, "Yo, dude, you should check out this game," and you're like, "Oh, this seems kind of sick," and you buy it on Steam. Then you open Epic like a month later, and you're like, "Oh shit, I already had this game."
Yeah. Almost like I did with fucking Assassin's Creed Mirage. I forgot that I got that for free, and I like was considering buying it, and then I didn't. Thank God. And then I happened to like stumble upon the fact that I own it, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Or how I actually literally did that with New Dawn. Did you know that?
Yikes!
I bought New Dawn to play with you when we did that, and then I opened Game Pass and saw that I had it on Game Pass, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Why didn't I check Game Pass? Yeah, it was a yikes indeed. And I couldn't even refund it on Steam because I had played it for like 30 hours with this bald boy.
Exactly. And this bald boy being himself. Yeah, there you go. That's episode 26.
half a year of this bald
Being bald.
boy being stuck between a rock and a bald spot.
Exactly.
No, you don't. No.
A rock in a sick spot.
Okay.